Welcome back to the Ultimate Diecast Garage, where today we're unboxing and reviewing this Porsche 911 GT3R from the brand Star Race. Straight away you can see it comes in the standard blister packaging with the information on the bottom and the Star Race logo plastered around the sides with some red accents as well. You can also see it comes on your standard black plastic base with the metal base plate up front stating the 911 GT3R and also the Star Race models as well. Now, with the model fully unboxed, you can see the detail on the paint up close with all the individual decals, which look absolutely fantastic. You can see the wheels in a nice red. Unfortunately, they are a little bit stuck, although the back ones do roll. I'm pretty sure you can get the front ones to roll as well with a little bit of force. They have got a nice brake disc behind them and a caliper as well, really nicely detailed, with some really nice tyre writing, which is easy to read as well. Although you can read all of the small decals, I would like to see them a little bit more crisp, as some of them are a tiny bit blurry. Obviously, that doesn't really affect it too much, as like I say, you can still read them all, but with a little bit more crispness, I think this model would be taken to the next level. You can see there is a little bit of detail on that interior as well, which is really nicely done. Very cool that is even included, as you wouldn't think it was on such a model, as these brands don't really focus on the interior too much. The carbon effect on the spoiler is also really well done with the decal over the top, and you can also see the decals on the wing plates on the spoiler, again nice and crisp and easy to read, with the carbon effect being really nicely done on the spoiler as well. With the arms being really nice and solid, so you don't have to be too fragile with the model, although I wouldn't recommend being too rough with it, as obviously there are small fragile parts like the wing mirrors which can break off fairly easily. Like I mentioned before, you can see the detailed caliper and brake disc behind the wheel with the nice tyre writing, nice and prominent on those red wheels, which complement the baby blue paint job really nicely. Obviously, you can also see the design on the paint as well, which is really cool and nicely done as well. You can also see other bits of detail like the headlights, which are really nicely proportioned, and the overall look of the model is also really nicely proportioned as well, with the overextended arches like the GT3R has compared to the standard GT3RS. You can see on the rear it's got the Porsche 911 GT3R and also the exhaust, which maybe could be a little bit more detailed, but with that nice elongated tail light looks really nicely done, and like I say, proportionally is really well done as well. And the spoiler is nice and solid on the rear of the model, which is always good. Here you can see some of the decals a bit closer, like underneath the spoiler there's even attention to detail there, which is nice and cool, and all the decals on the roof with the sun strip and the numbers, which again just adds to the level of detail, being a GT3 race car. Very, very cool, and like I say, overall this model sits really nicely. The contrast between the wheels and the colour is also really good, and in my opinion they've just got this model spot on.